Now with this swing you're seeing right here, now what if I told you that I wasn't trying to rotate one bit here? You'd think I'm crazy, right? Because there's a decent amount of rotation, isn't there? And that's because if you do this specific thing properly in the golf swing, this movement pattern, rotation just happens on its own. So I think we've got to dive into that and tell you how you can do it. So I'm Jonathan Chown with JChownGolf. Let's dive right into it. So what was I doing in that slow-mo there in the intro to rotate through the golf ball without thinking of rotation? And that was using my bending movements in the downswing optimally. So really in the golf swing, we have different types of bending movements. In the backswing, as we're turning, we have left side bend, where it's the keeping the tilt movement, that left crunch. If we didn't have that left side bend as we turn in the backswing, would be like we're playing baseball. Shoulders will be up here, there's no ball in the air, the ball's on the ground, so we need to left side bend. Now, in the downswing, where we want that good rotation to really take place here, we have, of course, at the start of it, left side bend still, that crunch on that side. But watch what happens here. I'm going to go into what's called forward bend. So forward bend is just moving forward, hinging forward to the hips here. So I'm going to go from left side bend to forward bend. Now, what have you seen here? I've just rotated, haven't I, without even trying and thinking about rotating. I've just gone from left bend to forward bend. So that's got me all the way down to shaft parallel to the ground in the downswing. So I haven't quite got to the golf ball yet, so you might think now, surely I have to rotate through that ball. I do. But if I now think of right side bend, see, I've just rotated, and I've just rotated into impact. And I've got into a really good impact position too, haven't I? So at the top of the backswing, we're on left side bend, forward bend, right side bend. So that is getting you moving efficiently in the rotation as well, because what we see with a lot of players in their just conception of rotation, they'll just begin up to the top and just spinning out very vertical with their spine as well. So that can have a lot of issues that will come from it. You'll really have low point issues because you won't be digging down deep enough. You won't be getting this squatting move from the forward bend to be able to get down with that club into the ground. And you're going to really struggle with having good efficient extension because your body is technically already extended if you're just thinking of spinning through the shot. There's no dynamic nature of that rotation. There's no lowering down and coming back up. That's where in the golf swing we have our rotation, our lateral and our vertical movement. So if we're just thinking of just purely just rotating and spinning from the top, can we hit a good shot? Yeah, we can have good rotation, but it won't be optimal. That's where going from left side bend into forward bend gets that initial rotation, but gets you digging down into the ground. So this is putting force into the ground. And then when we have that right side bend, of course, if the right side is going into flexion, the left side's going into extension. So then we're having an extension movement going through the golf ball at the appropriate time from shaft parallel to the ground into the golf ball. Just nailed those movements, just nailed good rotation, good sequencing, good extension without even really trying to. So let's do a cool little drill here, a little segmentation drill to nail it yourself. So let's get into this drill now. This drill, because it's a segmentation drill, which means we're stopping at certain parts of the golf swing and swinging from there, generally means you're not going to be hitting the ball that far when you do it. It's all just about the movement pattern. But because it's all about the movement pattern, a lot of you are just going to get that clicking moment there with this drill. A lot of you, because you struggle, like we said, with rotation so much because you're thinking of just generally spinning, where golf balls on the ground, we need to do a little bit more than just that. So here we go. This is the drill. So it's pretty much just what I've been describing this throughout the whole video. That's the drill. So we go up to the top of that backswing. We're in that left side bend with good rotation. Then we go into forward bend. That gets us to shaft parallel to the ground. So a good way to view this and do this properly. Chest feeling like it's up with that left side bend, and then feeling like that chest is going down and on top of the left leg, so you're getting a little bit of lateral movement as well. So chest going down on that left leg, and then what we do from there, maybe a tiny little swing up just to add some dynamic movement, and then right side bend through the golf ball. So drop that right shoulder down as you're going through that ball there. So up to the top, forward bend, side bend. little kind of segmentation drill. So really, really cool one. I haven't tried to rotate at all, but you can see how my body is doing it. So just little ones down there where you can clip it. So you can do it where you're hitting the ball from that shaft parallel there, just through that side bend, just to end up with. So forward bend, now right side bend. You can do it exactly like that, swinging up a little bit more as well. So just like any drill there, keep hitting balls, do a lot of it. And then let's say if you've got a set of 10 balls, hit 8 of them, do it for the next 2, just with a practice swing. So left side bend, forward bend, right side bend, and then just hit a couple golf balls. So again, with that one, you'll see on the slow-mo, rotated really well. Didn't try to do it one bit. So this will really, really help so many of you with just your perception of how you view this movement pattern. Balls on the ground, we have to bend to that golf ball. And if we do that correctly, all gets taken care of quite nicely. So it's a good one for the golfing knowledge base again. And that's how in this entire video with how well I've rotated through this, I haven't tried to one bit. So give this drill a go. It'll be a really good one. Like I said, even just for the knowledge base of the movement patterns in the golf swing and how, again, so many things that a lot of golfers try to do, they overcomplicate things massively. Golf doesn't have to be that way. Certainly doesn't. So if you enjoyed this video, of course, click that like button if you want more golf instruction just like this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video. So left side bend, forward bend, right side bend. You'll rotate quite well doing that.